Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out in the head office, of course, of Queensberry Promotions with the head honcho himself, Frank Warren. Frank, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, Danny. How are you?
I'm really good. Obviously,
man.
loads happening in boxing at the moment.
Yep, which is good.
We found out last night, just to start off with a heavyweight issue that's cropped up, we found out last night that Joseph Parker is ill, apparently.
Yep.
Rumours of a spider bite, potentially. Yep. I'm not sure how true that is, but either way, he's pulled out of his fight at the end of this month against Dereck Chisora, which was, much to Derek's chagrin, the chief support on a Matchroom pay-per-view show. It appears now that they're looking for a new opponent for Chisora, but I believe there might be some interest from your side in matching him with one of your heavyweights.
Well, we tried to make the fight with Dereck and with Joe Joyce, and there was, and also we spoke about Daniel, but there was no interest there. We offered him quite a bit of money for that fight, but he decided and signed for the Parker fight to be on the undercard of their show. And complained about it afterwards that he was on the undercard. Subsequently, as you just said, that fight's fallen out of bed, and we've contacted him today to try and make the fight for Joe Joyce. He came back and said he wanted $5 million.
Is that all?
He must be having a lot of heavy sparring. That's all I can say at the moment. I mean, it's just, that's what you're dealing with. So, in other words, he doesn't want to fight either of the guys, and that's where he's at. But, you know, that would have been a main event. That would have been a main event fight. He would have been on an undercard, and we would have paid him well. But I mean, the money they talk about, these guys, is just stupid. It's beyond stupid. Just say you don't want to fight. Don't price yourself out of it. Just say, I don't fancy it. You know, I haven't got the balls to fight him. That's what they should say.
Did he ask for $5 million for either of the two guys, or specifically?
And that was just Joe.
Just for Joe?
Yeah.
So maybe you'd have asked for even more for Daniel.
Well, you don't know, do you? Well, it's hard. You know, it's hard work getting guys for Daniel, and it is hard work to get them.
Can you give us an idea of what the offer was? I know we know what he asked for.
Well, the last one we offered him quite a few quid, and you know, we were even talking about if we come up with a certain card that was even become a pay-per-view card, we'd have done something where he gets a guarantee against a percentage. There's various ways for him, but the fact of the matter is he doesn't want the fight. He talks about it, but he don't want it.
Are we talking 7 figures?
No, what, 7 figures to fight Joe? I mean, what planet are we on? Unless it went mad for pay-per-view, if the pay-per-view numbers went through the roof, then terrific. What do you about 7 figures? I mean, it's, you know, come on.
But decent 6 figures.
Decent six figures, absolutely decent 6 figures, you know, and it's not like, you know, what's he, one in it or 2 fights in his last 10. I mean, let's, you know, real world, please.
Have you got an idea of his promotional situation at the moment, Chisora? Is he free to negotiate?
I've got no idea. 1 minute you get messages from him, he rings somebody in my office and he says he's free, then he's not. Who knows? Who knows?
You can't be totally surprised. You've dealt with Chisora over the years, especially now he's managed by David Hay as well. These are guys that tend to have, it's fair to say, an inflated, perhaps, belief in their own worth.
Well, I haven't spoken to David about it. I rang him a couple of times. I haven't got through to him. I mean, you know, Dereck rang here. He spoke to one of the guys in my office. That's what happened.
So it seems like Dereck must have some interest, though, to even return the call and to make the effort.
I don't know whether he returned the call or he called. I don't know what was what. But at the end of the day, he don't want the fight, does he? That's just simple as that. You know, $5 million.
So how does this impact what you're planning to do next with
Well, it
Joe?
does. I mean, you know, it was only yesterday that he was going to be out of, that he was fighting Parker. That's only fallen out. So we thought that was a great opportunity for him to become on a main event instead of on the support card and get some really good money and to fight one of the up-and-coming young guys. And, you know, him and Joe would be a really, really good fight for the fans, I believe.
And what happens now with Joe? Is it pursuing the Marco Hook fight for the vacant European again?
Yeah, that's we've been talking to them. They've come back. They've made us an offer. We've made them an offer. If we can't work it out very soon, it'll go to purse bids, and whoever wins the purse bid will get the fight.
I mean, at this stage of their respective careers, you would hope that you'd win the purse bid against Hook. Hook doesn't seem to have a lot of other places to go.
Well, he has, man. They've got a big TV deal in Germany. They've got quite a substantial TV deal, so it'd be competitive and, you know, competitive purse bid, and it'd be a good fight, I think, for the fans. You know, he's a bit of a character, isn't he, the old captain? So we should get something good out of it.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
And we'll see you again soon.
I hope so.